FM and coming to you live on Wave 3, Government Access Channel and Comcast here in Waverly. Austin Taylor with you, and to my immediate right is...
Me. Larry Bradford, Coach.
Wait a minute. Let me get my official card out to introduce him. This is Larry Bradford, the winningest coach in Waverly Central High School soccer history. Hi, Coach. How are you?
Hey, how are you, Dean?
I'm doing good.
And to my right is the lovely Danelle.
Yeah. And
good afternoon, everybody.
Danelle Michelle's here, and we are getting ready for this year. Believe it or not, we're going to do a Christmas parade. They couldn't take a Christmas parade away from Humphreys County. I like that. And
yes.
We're looking forward to it this afternoon. You could not ask for better weather. I guess if it was snowing, it might be more picture perfect. But from the point of view of standing out and calling it, this is great weather.
Oh, yes.
Just enough chill in the air to make you think it's Christmas, but not enough to give you frostbite or anything like that. And joining us at the beginning of the parade is someone who normally is in the parade. County Executive Jesse Wallace is with us by phone. And Jesse, thank you for joining us for a few moments here before the parade gets on the way.
Thanks for having me. I'm happy to play a small part in the parade. I look forward to it every year as campaign. Typically, my grandchildren going me and the old youth, help and Tammy, and Chuck Sandy is the crowd. But came up a little early and we've had a little bit of fun. And a couple of us got up this morning doing the weather.
Well, we got a double loss, Jesse, with you not being in the parade. First, we miss seeing you and your family, and secondly, we miss your Jeep. Okay, so it's a double loss for us down here at the parade. But we appreciate you taking a few moments and joining with us. I know, we have to admit it's been a little bit of a rough year, but I think overall, Humphreys County has kept the boat stable, and we've seemed to managed to get through the bulk of the year here. How do you feel that the county's doing, and how do you think they've weathered the storm here?
I think the community, as I'm sure you and all the listeners would agree, is typical. We've been resilient, and we've maintained an equilibrium, and we've made it through some pretty hard times over the course of the last 8 or 9 months, and not just with the virus, of course, has affected a great number of us in a negative way, but there are other things too. We're going to see our way through. There's light at the end of the tunnel. The sun shining down on this Christmas parade is a good example of what living right will bring.
Well, I agree with you, Jesse, and I think the county government and the city governments of the county have done an excellent job with weathering this. They've been there to support not only the merchants and businesses and plants of the community, but also the individual citizens of the county and the cities as well. I think y'all have done a great job, and we do appreciate everything y'all have done for us. We appreciate also the steady hand you've done. I know the governor on a number of occasions has given the county executives the opportunity to impose restrictions and things like that, and I think that overall, that y'all have done a great job of keeping things well balanced here and not going to extreme like we've seen in some communities.
Well, I can tell you, myself and my peers and the other representatives of our local government have been tested and tempted. It's hard to know exactly what balance to employ with a lot of these things, and we may have to change course 2 or 3 times again before we see an end to all this pandemic business. But I agree with you. I think by and large, Tennessee as a whole has done a good job.
Well, I agree. I think compared to a lot of the states, I think the southern states have done very well coming through this thing and stayed very well balanced overall. And I just think that it's a good example of what you can do when you listen to the citizens and listen to what is happening and take a little restraint before reacting. I think that we've done a great job on that. I really do. Jesse, the Christmas parade's going to be kicking off here in a few moments. The holiday season obviously is upon us. If you'd like to take a moment or two and just speak to everybody about your feelings on that, we'd love to give you the airtime.
Well, I appreciate that in this opportunity. Yes, it is Christmas time. It's something that means an awful lot to me. as my family, my immediate family, is separated geographically for a good part of the year, but everything, those hometown weeks when the holidays come around, it's especially meaningful for me. And it also reminds me of how lucky I am to live in a community like we have here. We enjoy the benefit of camaraderie and fellowship that a lot of bigger urban areas don't have an opportunity to enjoy. So I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful for our community and the people, your listeners, and the job that you do for us on a daily basis. We're lucky to be part of Humphreys County.
Well, Jesse, we appreciate very much. We appreciate deeply everything you do, and for taking a few moments out from your family to be with us here at the start of the parade. And from all of us, we want to wish you and yours a very Merry Christmas and all the best in the new year.
Merry Christmas to you too, Arthur. Thank you.
You're welcome. Joining us by phone there was County Executive Jesse Wallace. We appreciate him taking a few moments to talk with us before the parade starts. And we are here at the Humphreys County Parade Fair. What, Humphreys County Christmas Parade? Is that what they officially call it?
I think that is the correct title, yes.
There you go.
Humphreys County Christmas Parade.
And I was very impressed when I got the list this morning. We've got 52, I believe, entries into the parade itself in a wide variety. A number of new businesses, 53 plus the horses. I always forget to count the horses. And we've had a number of new businesses that are joining the parade this year for the first time. We've had a number of new businesses come into the community here, and that takes guts, considering everything that's been going on to start a new business. And I appreciate all the citizens of both the communities and Humphreys County for supporting those new businesses and those people who take the opportunity to venture into business in this type of waters. I mean, they've got a lot of guts there. So how's things down in Johnsonville, Coach?
We're staying busy over there. Everything's going well. City government's functioning as it should, and fire department's been getting some nice grants here lately, and the city is just going along right now with no major problems, which is great.
Well, fantastic. Before we get too far into the day's broadcast, we want to go through our list of sponsors, those individuals who make it possible for the day's broadcast. So if you would, Danelle, go down the entire list and let everybody know who is sponsoring today's broadcast of the Humphreys County Fair.
Life for Fitz Company, State Farm Insurance, Waverly Tire, State Representative Jay Reedy, the City of Waverly, Buddy Frazier Mayor, Humphreys County Government, Jesse Wallace County Executive, First Bank, Venture Treasurers, Humphreys County Sheriff Chris Davis, Buzz Music. First Federal Bank, Colorado Side, Wiz Barbecue, Humphreys County Fair Board, Carlos Collision, Humphreys County Care and Rehab, Collier Appraisal, Dr. George Messiah, Hood Container Corporation, and Exit Now Realty. Thank you all for being today's sponsors.
Yeah, we do appreciate our sponsors and for our sponsors who allow us to clear the airways to do these kind of broadcasts and like that. And I think I see the unmarked vehicles of the Humphreys County Sheriff's Department beginning to block off Highway 13. That means that the parade must be on its way, heading down here. We're coming to you live from the Courthouse Square. We're on the steps of the courthouse like we are every year. Mike Hewitt is with us. He's handling camera duties for Wave 3, and he will also, if you should want a copy of today's parade, you can contact Mike, and he'll be glad to talk about letting you purchase a copy of today's parade on CD for your own viewing pleasure. Coach, it's that time of year again. I know that you've got a new granddaughter for this Christmas. You got a new addition to the family, don't you?
Yes, my oldest son has got a little 3-month-old granddaughter. She was tiny. She weighed 5'11" when she was born. She's up to 9 pounds at 3 months. So this is going to be a different Christmas for us.
Yeah, well, I know you were talking earlier. You were concerned that the wife was really spoiling the grandchild, and you were trying to take a more hands-off approach, right?
Oh, yes. I never spoil any kids. Just don't ask me any of my soccer kids or band kids if I spoil kids.
But, no, congratulations on the new addition to the family. I know you guys will look forward to Christmas, and it's always cool when you start getting little ones around for Christmas because it becomes special again. If it's just us old folks, we don't look at it the same way they do.
Oh yeah, another package up and oh well.
Well, real quick while we're waiting for things to start off here, I always like to ask this every year, Coach. Your favorite Christmas movie?
Movie, I like the classic 1939 Christmas Carol.
The original one.
The original one.
I like that. I like that. Of all the Christmas carols, I like that one the best. A lot of people don't because of the English accents and the English flavor to it.
But it's an English story.
But it's an English story. That's what I'm like to point out. Now, the only American production that comes close to it is the one that George C. Scott did playing Scrooge. That was in 1983, I believe. And he did, that one is very well. They kept the English flavor, but they had an American in the lead role. I thought that was pretty good.
Of course, I like Patrick Stewart, Captain Picard.
And he had a one-man play going on at one time where he was doing the entire play by himself on stage, which was really of the Christmas Carol. It was really kind of cool. And but my all-time favorite Christmas movie has still got to be "It's a Wonderful Life." I know it really doesn't have a lot to do with Christmas per se, but it just it's a wonderful comeback story. The movie flopped when it was originally released. It was not considered anything. As a matter of fact, it was so much held in contempt that no one who produced the picture renewed the royalty rights on it, and it got into public domain, and every radio station, TV station in the world was playing it like 16 times during the holiday season. And I remember when my kids were little, we would sit there and watch it over and over again while we're putting stuff under the tree and everything. And then NBC bought it up, and they have the rights to. They broadcast it once a year. I still like that movie. I love the theme to it, and it's just a good feel-good movie for the holiday season. And of course, if you are a cable or satellite subscriber, you guys have been watching Christmas movies since the day after Halloween with the Hallmark channals blowing 24 hours a day.
I think they had some on before Halloween.
So, I mean, you may be Christmasing out about now, but I always like those classic movies. I look forward to seeing them, and it's important. This is like my favorite Christmas special. I still like the Charlie Brown Christmas and the Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer animation special. I love those two. You see those and you feel like it's Christmas.
That and the claymation one with Here Comes Santa Claus with I won't say Andy Hardy, Mickey Rooney.
Mickey Rooney
as Santa Claus.
It's amazing. I did a trivia on him one time. He voiced Santa Claus in more animated specials than any other artist. He was Santa Claus in so many of them. He just had that Santa Claus type voice, I guess. And it worked real well. I always thought it was kind of funny, though, because those specials would come on every year. We'd look forward to them when we were growing up. That was the kickoff of the Christmas season and stuff like that. So, Of course, unfortunately, Charlie Brown's Christmas, like Charlie Brown's Thanksgiving, like Charlie Brown's Halloween, has all been bought out by Apple, and you can't see them on public television anymore. They tried to work out a deal with PBS to show them on there, but it's just not the same. It's not on ABC, and you can't watch them when you want to anymore. So, but they're good stuff, and it's a good year. Beginning to hear the sirens down the road a little bit. What's your favorite Christmas song and artist?
I love Do You Hear What I Hear?
Oh, good song. That is, you as a band director would have enjoyed that one because of the complications of the melody alone. That is pretty good. I've got two when it comes to Christmas songs. I still like Elvis's Blue Christmas, simply because it's him making fun and having a good time. That's what they were doing in the studio when they did that one.
That's why it sold so well. Everybody enjoyed them having fun.
And they did. I had an interview with Ray Walker, and he explained that Elvis did not want to do the song because Ernest Tubb had a huge hit with it, and Tubb was still enjoying the royalties off it. And he knew if he recorded it, he would take over and he'd get the royalties. So he got in there and tried to mess it up on purpose, and the record executives loved it so much they put it out anyway, and it became a huge hit for him. I like that song, and I like It's Beginning to Look the I'm sorry, not Beginning to Look like but the Christmas song with Nat King Cole, which is a classic. You hear that thing, and it's definitely Christmas.
Oh yeah. Of course, you got to always have Ray Stevens. Santa Claus is watching you. He's everywhere. He's everywhere.
Which is a great song. It really is. Well, we're going to get things kicked off here in a few moments. The color guard and the banner is going to be coming into view here in just a few moments. I believe they're down there probably pretty close to just past First Baptist Church. I'm beginning to see some blinking lights down the road a little bit here. And we're getting ready for this year's Christmas parade. And Danelle, if you would, remind them of a few of our sponsors here before we get into the parade.
Humphreys County Government Jesse Wallace County Executive, First Bank, Vintage Treasurers, Humphreys County Sheriff Chris Davis, and Buzz Music.
And we appreciate very much our sponsors to make this possible. Bud was here a few minutes ago. Bud is having a real good holiday season. He had
They've already sold out of all their guitars last night.
He had a special guitar sale going on last night, and he literally sold everything out of his store. He's got to replenish his stock. So
I have to get him a shovel and put some of those strings on it and make him one of those shovels guitars.
That Wayne Coates likes so well, yeah. But I think that's great that he's doing so well this year, and people like music, and it's really kind of cool. I like that. The color guard's going to be kicking things off here in a few moments. And as always, the Waverly Police Department will roll first with a squad car, and usually that's Chief Gillespie in the lead car. We'll see when he gets up here and see who it is this year. Like that crowd's beginning to grow a little bit. A lot of kids. They're throwing candy again this year, which I like. For a couple of years there, they didn't throw the candy, but the kids love the candy. They love having things thrown in it. And the kids in the parade love pelting you with candy, so it works out real well.
Oh yeah, at least we're far enough off the road. Unless they've got a good arm, they're not going to hit us.
There you go. Now, I want to let everybody know this year, they are not. Waverly Central High School band will not be in the parade this year because Waverly Central is on virtual learning. They're on COVID lockdown at the moment, so they were not able to participate in it. However, the McEwen High School band has stepped up, and they're going to be filling in for us, and then they're doing double duty. They're in the McEwen parade tomorrow.
Yeah.
So
used to, when we had the one in Johnsonville, we'd sometimes have all three bands at all three places.
Which I thought was really cool. I really liked it. Can you hear the sirens now, Coach?
Slightly.
Well, as usual, the police and fire are leading the way, and I'm going to lean a little heavy on Coach here for the descriptions of the fire trucks and like that. I know Mayor Buddy Frazier is on the back of the vintage fire truck that's coming up here in a few moments.
I think they said this is the first time that's been out of the little glass building in a year.
Right. The last time it was out was Christmas last year. Every other parade had been canceled, and so this is the first time it's gotten out. So Buddy said he was glad they were doing it like that.
It's nice to see, our old one we had in Johnsonville was sold.
Did it really?
And it broke my heart because that's the one I learned trained on.
Well, we are kicking off the holiday season for 2020. Christmas is just around the corner, and the Humphreys County Annual Parade is on the way. That was the City of Waverly car coming by. Sheriff Chris Davis is rolling by right now. He's got kids up on the roof. I think he would tickle. Would he ticket people for that normally?
Oh, normally, yes. That would be a nice little fine.
And he's got on the roof tossing candy and everything else, and so is Coach. I think Sheriff Davis is eating as much as he's throwing, but he's having a good time, and I like it. Now, Coach, what kind of – this is Buddy Frazier in the old truck. Talk about that. It's a Dodge.
It looks like an old 1930-something model Dodge pumper. You think about that was the state-of-the-art 70 years ago. You've got like one outlet and one inlet. And probably had 500 feet of hose on the line.
And wooden ladders. I love it.
And water fire extinguishers.
And right behind that is a modern-day fire rescue truck.
Now that's the City of Waverly's Engine 7. Walk-through pump panel. Nice thing.
And speaking of New Johnsonville Fire.
All right, we have Chief Dale Allen driving our command car, which is the new vehicle for us, with our Special Operations and Response trailer, which is a hazmat trailer. We've got that equipped with all sorts of hazmat equipment in it.
And you guys are debuting your new logo this year.
Yes, we've got Jack the Yellow Jacket on our vehicles. Behind that, we have Squad 1, our new mini pumper we've got in. It's got a 1,250 gallon a minute pump on it, but it's on a 300-gallon tank, and we've got that rigged out as a rescue truck. And then we have Engine 4, which has a 1,300 gallon a minute pump on it. It's a full-size engine, and it's decked out with all kinds of equipment on it.
And I love the new logo with the yellow jacket. And, of course, here's the Humphreys County Fire Department.
Now, this is Station 6 pumper. That's like a 1990 model. And they run a lot of calls out on the interstate for.
And, of course, the rescue truck as well, County Fire Department.
Right. All those are, a lot of times they'll go out on the interstate to work vehicle accidents. And
they also have their big, what is that, 3/4 ton truck?
That's an old Army deuce and a half. 2.5 ton. It's their brush truck and a rescue truck. Back in 2010 in the flooding, we used those to get into houses we couldn't get in any other way.
Very cool. And this is the Ladies Auxiliary Fire Department pulling up behind them. And then, of course, some more fire vehicles as well.
We have District 2's command car with their chief in there, Stanley.
And, of course, Lifeguard, which is our emergency medical services. They're represented by one of their ambulances here as well. And we got the emergency sirens kicking things off. And then right behind them is, I believe, the rescue squad.
Yes, Humphreys County Rescue Squad that has 2 trucks in this year. Got an F-150 and a beautiful white that's a Ford F-150 behind it.
Yeah, you can't beat that at all, can you?
Oh, yeah.
4x4. There we go. And, of course, now we have one of our royalties here today, which I believe is
Jeanette Darrell Elrod.
Right, and she is what?
Miss Tennessee Tourism.
Yeah, and she's there decked out and driving in a nice little convertible, followed by a whole bunch of little elves.
Yeah.
I love this.
The Girl Scouts.
Yes. They're all in mask and elf costumes with antlers, and there's a Girl Scout troop there, and they are walking through. Girl Scouts still very active here in Humphreys County and doing very well. And following up behind that is the Proclaim. No, it's a little gator here.
Humphreys County Humane Society.
Yeah, with a little what is it?
That's a side-by-side Kawasaki 4x4. You know, the Humane Society does a lot to take care of the animals in this county that they have no other thing. I know I've got a pair at home I adopted from there.
And a no-kill at that. I like that. Here's Proclean, which is one of the businesses, and I love this because they've got a scene out of the Rudolph animation special with the abominable snowman.
Mr. Bumble.
Putting a star on top of the tree with Rudolph there as well. We love that, and the kids these days really enjoy that kind of stuff.
And poor Bumble had all his teeth pulled.
Yes, he did. I think we got one of the fairest of the fairs here.
Miss Elite Fairest of the Fair.
And she's in I believe, a Ford Thunderbird, a 2-door convertible.
Yeah, Thunderbird. And that is Tabitha Petty.
Very good. And congratulations to her. And, of course, these are the Wildcat cheerleaders.
All right. That's from the junior high school.
And they're here. And then I think this is the McEwen High School Band, Coach.
McEwen High School Band. And we appreciate them coming over today to help out since the Waverly Band is on lockdown.
And we've actually got them playing in front of us for once instead of just a tempo. I like that. And we'll listen to them for just a moment here. 22 members this year of the Fighting Warrior Marching Band, doing an excellent job. And I saw them perform earlier this year when I called one of the football games, and just did a great job at the halftime performance. And I believe we've got another what is it? This is Miss
Fairest of the Fair.
Shauna Bohannon. Yeah, Shanna Bohannon. Like that, and I'm trying to catch up here. We got a few missing here in the order of stuff.
Yeah, we're missing the chiropractic. Yeah. We've got Frosty coming up.
Which is Frosty the Snowman. Again, another one of those great animated specials that you know. And this is the chiropractic.
That's our chiropractics.
For life, and like that.
Happy birthday!
Most people, I love those old specials. We remember them. Most people look at us like we're crazy and cross their eyes.
I love those.
And if I'm not mistaken, this is the Natchez Trace Youth Truck and Float.
Hey, they got Santa's Workshop, and all the little elves are working hard on making toys.
I like this. They got the little ones dressed up as elves, and they really look like they're putting together toys. I like that. In between throwing candy. That's pretty cool. I like that. And we appreciate that's. I love the way they get together and they work on these floats and come up with a good theme. Every year they seem to come up with a great one. And I think this is Right to Life.
Right to Life. Children are a gift to God.
Right to Life does an excellent job and does a lot of good work here in Humphreys County and across the state and across the nation for that matter. It's one of those organizations where if you get the opportunity to be involved with, you should. And we appreciate them being out here today. And, Coach, who we got coming up right behind them? Is that Tropical Blends?
Tropical Blends. It's a truck and a float.
Now, Tropical Blends is one of our new businesses here in Humphreys County. They nutritional drinks, and they have done quite well. They started out with a little mobile building, and now they're in a permanent building and doing very well. Of course, they have a support staff walking behind them, tossing candy and handing out coupons. I like people like that. That's good.
Yeah, free coupons are always good.
And little Tahoe truck, I like that.
And then behind them we have Force Athletics,
which is with a little trailer with a bunch of the students from Force Athletics. And I like this because they're just a whole bunch of kids throwing candy, and I like that. But no, they're all dressed up in Santa hats, and everybody has matching T-shirts on. That's pretty cool. I like that. And again, you're listening to WQNV, AM 1060 and 93.5 FM. Today's parade is being made possible through the support of
First Federal Bank, Color the Thigh with Barbecue, Humphrey County Fair Board, Call Collision.
And I believe, was that all of them?
Nope. Humphrey County Care Rehab, Collier Appraisal, Dr. George Messiah, Hood Container Corporation.
Just 5 at a time. It works out real well. And I think we got one of the fairest of the fairs coming up, Coach, but I can't.
Katie McCoy.
And she is decked out on the back, again, a Ford Thunderbird convertible.
Nice maroon Thunderbird.
Nice maroon balloon. This one's decked out. I love these Thunderbirds showing up here. And she's got a sparkly crown on. Let me tell you what. There ain't no ifs, ands, buts about it. And this is the Forbidden Shield truck and motorcycles. Anytime you got, Coach can help me with the motorcycles. And the float they have is a Christmas scene at the North Pole up there with Santa paying a visit to some of the snowmen up there at the North Pole, and I like that.
That's what happens when you ride a motorcycle in the winter without enough clothes on. You look like a snowman.
That's exactly what they look like. They're all white and decked out just like they're snowmen. And behind them is a number of really nice Harleys, yes, in case you don't recognize the engine. And I believe the front one up there, isn't it the one in the very front, is that a pan? No, that's not a pan, but it's decked out with the big handlebars like the old 50 models were. This is nice.
The monkey bars.
Yeah, the monkey. They're really nice. It's nice. I love motorcycles. Anytime we goes in there. But coming up next is T&G Trash Service. It's another new business here in Humphreys County. It's a private trash service that will call on businesses that are outside or places that are outside of the city limits of any of the particular residents. Now, Coach, you don't know anybody about Darth Vader, do you?
Bum, 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 bum. Waverly Tire with a Jeep with Anakin Skywalker.
Yes, a.k.a. Darth Vader. And in full costume, I have to admit, somebody did a really good job of dressing him up. And red lightsaber and all. It's really good shape. And, of course, I think you're about the biggest Star Wars fan as I am. So we like the classic ones. We like those a lot. So
the first three were the best.
And they were. I agree. They were.
Of course, one day they'll catch up with Star Trek,
maybe.
The original series.
There you go. Maybe. And this is a gentleman who's well known in the county, Henry Bullington. He did a car shows for a number of years, and he's brought out a couple of his classic cars. And, Coach, I'm having a hard time identifying the one in front.
It is a Ford, and it's a coupe. I think, 34 maybe?
It must be a 34. It's not a 32, but it's a 34, and they've got it decked out as a roadster. Of course, the Bel Air.
Yeah, if I get my wife to holler at me, she could tell me what model it is. She's an antique car nut.
And, of course, we got the Bel Air, which is the Chevy.
That's about a 57 Chevy.
It's before the fins, so I think it's either 56 or probably a 57. And like, but they're look at the design.
My best friend drove one of those in high school.
Look at that. It looks like it just rolled off the showroom. Those things are in such great shape. I love that. And up next, Coach, I think is Waverly Junior Pro.
Junior Pro on a float.
And football team. That's not the football team. That's the cheerleaders.
Yeah.
There's the football team. The next truck down.
Well, they got 2 trailers.
I started to say there that those guys don't look like they're playing football, but and they did very well this year. The Waverly Junior Pro football team did an excellent job this year. Actually completed their season. They were worried about being on quarantine, but they got all the way through. Did a great job and competed very well. And the Junior Pros are such a great feeder program into the high school sports programs. They're wonderful.
Oh, yes. I wish we had a junior high soccer team to feed the high school soccer team.
I agree. And who we got here, Coach?
This is Hannah Wilson, Miss Merry Christmas.
And we'll live with that.
Let's see. And Miss Jackson, Tennessee, and Miss South Central. Fairest of the fair, Courtney Wilson.
Very good. And just congratulations to both of them for doing an excellent job. And if I'm not mistaken, this is the Cub Scouts. And it's my Pack 575 that is rolling by right now. Boy Scouts. I love this. Not only are they throwing out candy, they're also handing out masks. I like that.
Oh, okay. Cool. And they're sitting on bales of straw.
There you go. That works out real well.
Turkey in the straw, turkey in the hay.
And, of course, Three Rivers Hospital, a mainstay of health here in Humphreys County, has put in a truck. And in the back of the truck is a minion from the Despicable Me movies. They've caught on. I think they have their own movies going out these days. And that's one of the costumes that are provided by the Humphreys County Chamber of Commerce. We appreciate them being in today. Nice pickup truck. Is it a Ford? It's a Chevy? Ford.
Let's see.
I didn't catch the front of it. It looks like they got the step-up tailgate.
And they have the new health clinic at Three Rivers Hospital.
They do. And this is the new Temple Life Church.
Hesburgh Assembly of God.
Right. Up there, and it's been around for a number of years.
Yeah, it's been a fixture out there for many, many years.
And we've got the homecoming queen, Waverly Central High School homecoming queen with us.
Miss Ashley Dodd. She's one of the sweetest girls you'd ever want to know.
And did a great job of winning the contest this year.
And that's her daddy driving the car.
A nice car. I think
Alan.
that's a Camaro. Can't beat that. And here's Scooby-Doo.
Scooby-Dooby-Doo.
One of the most successful of the Hanna-Barbera cartoon series. Scooby-Doo debuted in 1967, and they're still producing movies and cartoons today.
And that's
Fantastic.
from Unity Hospice Care.
Right, yeah, a brand new business here in Humphreys County. It's on the Courthouse Square. And then the Milkshakery, which is another brand new business. They got some walkers going along there.
Have you been down there and had one of their milkshakes
Haven't yet. Got to get down there.
Oh,
really
they're great milkshakes.
And this is a kennel.
Stiley Kennels.
That's a brand new McEwen. Brand new McEwen canine boarding service up there. Now, Coach, up next is one of those cars that everybody wanted when they came out. This is a Prowler, if I'm not mistaken.
And it's a convertible. You normally don't see those.
No, you don't. This is a Chrysler Prowler, classic in purple. That's a classic. That was they actually copyrighted that purple for that particular car. It can be made in any other car. And riding in it is whom, Coach?
That is Elsa from Frozen.
Very good. And she, I'm going to be honest with you, she doesn't look frozen today. It's too warm for her today.
No, well, Elsa could make it freeze if she wanted to.
There you go. And they got the little snowman's head on the front of the convertible. I like that. Olaf down there.
Yeah.
And, of course, up next is, I think, Fast Forward.
Fast Forward. They have it's kind of a off-road ATV. It's a fancy one.
Kawasaki. And
KRX 1000.
Very good. And they got the little banners there. And they've also got up next, we got a little Miss Music City. This is Ashley Carmichael.
Ashley Carmichael, yeah.
And we're talking about little Edie Beatty. She is small, but she's Miss Music City.
Maybe 3.
And
she's a sweetheart.
Having a time of her life, crown and all. I like that. That's pretty good. Real quick, remind us who our sponsors are, Danelle.
Labor Fifth Company, State Farm Insurance, Waverly Tire, State Representative Jay Reedy, and the City of Waverly, Buddy Frazier, Mayor.
Very good. We appreciate that very much. Appreciate all our sponsors. Coach, we got a little bit of break here, but coming up next in our parade is whom?
Top Quality Builders. We got a truck with a float.
That is a well-built float, I might add, which is a Santa Claus scene. Santa Claus.
It kind of looks like the nativity scene, but you got Santa there.
There you go. It's kind of a nice little truck with float. I like that. Well, I think Santa's on a tractor.
Yeah, John Deere.
He is. He's on a tractor.
He could have borrowed my 1937.
Yeah, that works. And we appreciate, again, another one of our new businesses here in Humphreys County. And we appreciate them having a float in this year. And not only is Santa on the tractor, so's a penguin. You can't beat with a penguin.
And I don't understand that. Penguins live on the other end of the globe from the North Pole.
How do they keep showing up with Santa Claus, right?
They're South Pole people.
That's like when Santa has a really busy season, he brings in elves from the South Pole. They all talk like with Southern accents up there to help build toys and stuff. We got a little break here. We're going to remind everybody one more time about another group of our sponsors.
Humphreys County Government, Jesse Wallace, County Executive, First Bank, Vintage Treasures, Humphreys County Sheriff Chris Davis, and Buzz Music.
And we appreciate all our sponsors once again. Hey, Coach, I hear more motorcycles coming up. Am I right on that?
Most definitely. Looks like we got a 3-wheeler in there, too. That's for people who can't control 2 wheels.
There we go. And
either that or they have bad insurance. They've only got 3/4 of a car.
There you go. This is another new, it's a family, and it's a brand new facility here in Humphreys County. Not only do they have a truck and a 30-foot trailer, they got motorcycles up behind it. And those look like, is that Hondas?
It's hard to tell yet. It looks like some gold wings up front, yes.
And I like what they're tossing out. They're tossing out stuffed animals.
Yeah.
I like that. And they're literally tossing out stuffed animals as they go down the road. You can't beat that. And they actually have dedicated this float in the memory of Fast Eddie. Like that. And one of the motorcycle drivers are dressed up as Mario from the video game.
Yeah, nice. At least he's not bouncing around chasing the little gorilla.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay. Calm.
Now that's a Harley Davidson there.
Yeah. Yeah, all three of those are Harleys.
That's a gold wing and a Harley Davidson, and also just a straight Harley Davidson.
One on the far side. Look at that emblem. That's an Indian.
Oh.
That's an Indian chief.
That's an Indian chief, it is.
The new ones.
Very good. I like those retros. There's the three-wheeler you were talking about.
Yeah. Oh, yes. If I had the money, I would have an Indian. Instead of my little Honda.
My father loved Indians better than Harley Davidson, those motorcycles.
Now, if I could get my wife's attention, she could tell us what kind of car this is, but she's
absorbed.
She's listening to us and ignoring me.
I noticed that, yeah. At least she has her earphones, and I don't know if she's listening to us or not.
Yeah, she was waving. She won't tell me what kind of car this is. But that is a early 50s F1 pickup behind it. Boy, they've got that one fixed up nice.
That is really nice, and they've got that's the inset bed on those things. They're really nice.
That's probably about a 52 or a 53.
Yeah, I agree with you.
I love early Fords, the 50s.
And speaking of classic rides,
that one's more like a 1940s model.
It is with an open vent on the engine.
They got the
tilt-out windshield on those things, which are really kind of cool. And that was early air conditioning.
Yeah,
He tilted that out. And
opened that up, rolled your windows down, and then you drove down a gravel road and got all the dust.
And again, a really classic-looking pickup truck, and we appreciate that very much. Followed behind
in bronze and cream. That is pretty.
This is the fairest of the Fair Queen. And this is the little
baby fairest of the fair.
This is the Candace Tracy, or Kansas Jonesy, I think.
And she's tiny.
And she's in a nice little white Camaro, and very nice. And she's propped up, waving as she goes by. I like that. That's pretty cool. And up next,
and then we have the Humphreys County Care and Rehab truck,
which is the nursing home here, and we don't use that phrase anymore, but it's the nursing home, the brand new facility I have down there.
And that is a very nice facility. If you've not been in it,
it is very, very nice facility.
Visited and performed there with Waverly Brass, which we're not going to get to do this year because of the COVID.
But they've done very well in keeping the seniors safe down there, their patients safe down there. They've done an excellent job of keeping them secure, and we appreciate all the work of the staff down there at the Humphreys County Care and Rehab Center like that. And this is the
Compassion Church bus. And there's at least 3 locations in Humphreys County, a Compassion Church, and 1 in Dixon, I understand.
And this is another in the Humphreys County Care and Rehab facility, another pickup truck that's associated with them as well.
Nice F-150.
We got some grandkids in the back tossing out candy. And here we have another Miss Tennessee Elementary, 5th grade. This is
Lily Mae Jackson.
And she's riding along in a Mercedes-Benz convertible. That car is probably worth more than my first 7 houses combined. I could probably sell that and pay off the radio station in one swoop. And this
take all your worries away.
There you go. And this is an All-American Christmas. I like that. Who's doing that, Coach? You know?
We're skipping around.
Yeah, they're jumping all over the place.
I think that's color design.
It is. It is colors design. Very good. Appreciate that. And that is an All-American Christmas. They got the Christmas tree decked out in red, white, and blue, and I like that one. This is a 1934 Ford. I know this car. That is a 34 Ford, and it has a rumble seat on the back. You can pop that sucker up, and it is a really nice little ride. And it's one of the first cars with a V8.
That's where you put the kids when they're misbehaving.
It's one of the first cars with a V8, and this is a classic
64 Corvette.
Yes, and it is the classic design. I like that car.
And then a 1971 Chevy pickup.
And you know, it's so funny, when we bought those things, we didn't think of them as classic. Nowadays, people kill for those things. They really like them, and I love the design. And they did a good job of the paint job on this one as well. And we got another Miss Southern Belle. This is Neely Ann Martin. Right, and she's again in another. Where are they getting these Thunderbird convertibles? This is cool.
I don't know, but they're really nice.
A black Thunderbird convertible. That's even better. And now we got Pikachu popping up here. He's a card. Started off as a card game character, and now as a star of animated specials.
This is our color design pickup here.
And that's Dexter Turner driving the F-150. I like that. Now, they're jumping around, aren't they?
And they do really good work there because I have them do stuff for the soccer team.
Well, they actually did the signs we utilized on the anti-wheel tax design. They do a great job. But they also do good stuff on shirts and everything else.
Oh, yes, they got a good stuff.
Who we got here?
Designs Daycare.
Oh, this is Bright Beginnings. And this is really nice. A nice little snow scene. They're kind of recreating a scene from Frozen, is what that is, the wedding scene. Very good. And look, we got some horses. I like horses.
And these are smaller horses.
Yeah, I like those. These are nice. And I think this is We Miss Humphreys County from the Fairs to the Fair competition. Blakely Chapel was the winner this year. And riding along a little pickup truck and tossing. See, itty bitty one. See in her front seat there?
Oh, yeah, little girl.
And again, some nice. Oh, I love the horses with the antlers on them. It's very cool.
And then we have some Durham Clydesdales coming in here.
And I think they're.
That looks like the white one there.
Yeah, it is. I think they got the Clydesdales coming in. Also, will be carrying driving Santa Claus in on the wagon this year. And like, there's some nice looking riding horses out there, Coach.
Oh yes, the quarter horses and.
Looks like a couple of Indian ponies. I like those, and they got them decked out with glitter on their skins.
Bridles,
I love that. It's cool.
The harness.
That is this too. Braided tails. This is a nice little group, and they can ride, by the way.
A couple of Palominos in here.
Very nice looking horses. And you talk about, they're expensive, but if you're into horses, man, you just can't get enough of them. They are really, really nice, especially if you get one that can ride, that has a nice
It
gait.
has a gate where you can just ride. It feels like you're just in a rocking chair.
That's it. It's really nice. And look at the little pony, little Shetland.
Little Shetland with a little bitty girl on it.
And she's riding that sucker. She's
Maybe
tied on there.
4 years old.
Yeah. And she's riding that. She's not tied on that. She's actually on that horse. She's got that sucker strided. I like that. That's cool. And here's another little pony, not a Shetland, but it is a pony with another little one on there. And we got a couple on there with some capes. I like that, a little one as well. They are riding those horses very nicely, aren't they?
Oh, yes.
I like to see the kids get involved in stuff like that. I really do. Now, when I was younger, I used to could ride quite well. I bet you I could. I bet you I'd bounce along like an extra in a cowboy film these days.
Oh, yes. Yeah, we had a couple of horses on the farm. I could tell you sources about somebody that's standing down the street from us, lost her bridle one day, broke it off the horse. Instead of chasing it down and saving her, I was sitting on my horse laughing.
And speaking of Clydesdales, these are Clydesdales
From the Durham family in McEwen.
And beautiful tribe. Actually, their genetic strain goes back to the Clydesdales for Budweiser as well. And this is the man of the hour. This is Santa Claus taking a few moments out before the season starts to be a part of the parade, and we appreciate that very much. Very nice white carriage drawn by a couple more draft horses. And just fantastic.
See, if you want to take your wife out, you need to rent that and take her out on a romantic evening riding in that carriage.
Will they do that? I guess they will.
Just
And
not on a day like
today
we had last year.
Bringing up the rear.
The City of Waverly police car.
As we close out this year's parade, and a great parade it was. We appreciate the Humphreys County Chamber of Commerce organizing that. We appreciate all the volunteers that put it together and everybody who was in it. And if you would, one more time, we'll run through our entire list of sponsors for us there, Danelle, before we get ready to close things out.
Life for Fifth Company, State Farm Insurance, Waverly Tire, State Representative Jay Reedy, the City of Waverly Buddy Frazier Mayor, Humphreys County Government Jesse Wallace County Executive, First Bank, Vintage Treasures, Humphreys County Sheriff Chris Davis, Buzz Music, First Federal Bank, Color Decide, Wish Barbecue, Humphreys County Fair Board, Carl Collision, Humphreys County Care and Rehab, Collier Appraisal, Dr. George Mathias, Hood Container Corporation, and Exit Now Realty. Thank you all for sponsoring today's Christmas Parade.
All right. Well, we appreciate very much our sponsors allowing us to clear the time here and bring the Christmas Parade to you on this very nice Saturday afternoon. And, Coach, we got through another one.
Wonderful parade.
Okay. It was a nice parade. It was well-timed. And like I said,
and we couldn't ask for better weather on the 5th of December.
Now, I still remember that one year we called, not you and I, but I called the Christmas parade, and it was so cold my hand stopped working. I mean, it was freezing. But
it wasn't
is really
exactly
nice.
warm last year.
No, it wasn't. But this is really nice, and we appreciate all of it put together. Hey, listen, if you're out there and you want to come on down, you're not going to miss out on some stuff. We've got some great food vendors that are down here in the Courthouse Square. Vintage Treasure has a big special and sale going on, inviting you to come by and shop there. And, of course, several of the other businesses on Main Street here are open. and the Courthouse Square open, and invite you to come on by after the parade and check them out as well. And as always, we invite you to listen to WQNV, AM 1060 and 93.5 FM. We're getting into the holiday season. We'll be slowly adding more and more Christmas music as we go along. I can never do it fast enough for anybody. I get complaints. You know, if I start it off slow, they go, well, you're not playing enough. If I play too much, you're playing too much. Okay? But we're slowly adding it in there, and all our programming on the weekends have almost went over to a lot of Christmas music as well. So
as long as it's after Thanksgiving.
It's whatever it keeps telling me. You got to be after Thanksgiving and like that. But we definitely invite you to stay tuned to WQNV. We got a lot of great music coming up this afternoon. Matter of fact, we got Casey Kasem that'll be finishing up his countdown for the day. We got a little Dick Barkley coming up. Not to mention Dick Clark and a few others this evening. So stick around for some great music here on WQNV. Coach, why don't you wish everybody a Merry Christmas from you and yours?
Merry Christmas! Ho, ho, ho!
All of us here at WQNV want to wish you a very happy holiday season, a very Merry Christmas, and a Happy New Year, and all the best in the new year. We do encourage you to take time as we continue through the holiday season and enjoy our families, enjoy who and what we have, the blessings we've been giving over the past year. And as we go into the New Year's, let us not only look forward to what's coming up, but let us remember those who will not be with us in the new year. As always, take care, my friends. Until next time, Austin Taylor, God bless, and we'll see ya.
News to old and young, tell